Hello and welcome to another DaddyJamesFilms.webs.com video tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make this cool Fox intro. A lot of people have been requesting for me to make this tutorial on this, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. Unfortunately, I'm not very good with this program, but anyhow, you need what you'll need is this program, Blender, and you're going to need the Blender file for it. So to get Blender, what you need to do is go to blender.org, and then from there you download it from right here. You save it to your desktop or wherever, but make sure you know where it's at. Preferably, you should save it to your desktop. Okay, after you click the download button, it'll take you to the download page, which will look like this, and then you would choose which operating system you have. If you have a Windows 32-bit, Windows 64-bit, a Linux, Linux 32, or a Linux 64, Mac operating system. So any of those systems you could choose from, and you could choose whether you want a zip extractor or just the installer. I went ahead and just choose the installer. So for 64-bit, they don't have an installer, so you have to use the zip extractor. But they have one for Windows 32 bits. And then what you need to do, you need to go to Mega Upload. When you're at Mega Upload, you just enter in the code here and hit Download File. And then it'll take you to this page right here. And it's going to ask you to wait so many minutes before it actually lets you start downloading. Normally like 45 seconds. And then you click on regular download, unless of course you want to pay for the premium download where you ain't got to wait for it. So once you downloaded both of those files, you should have them both on your desktop. Go ahead and click on Blender Install right here. Install the program. It's just next install. Also whenever you install the program, it's going to ask you to install another program called Python. I believe that's what it's called. Just go ahead and install that, and it'll also take you to the Python website. Just go ahead and close out of the website, and then Blender will pop up. From there, you just go ahead and close Blender. By the way, Blender is free, so if you want to do any other kind of animations and stuff like that, you can do it with Blender as well. Again, I don't know a whole lot about the program, so please don't ask me a bunch of questions about how you make this in Blender, how you do this in Blender, because I'm not an expert on Blender. Once you have it installed and everything, you then close out the program. Go ahead and double click on this, or you can right click and hit open. And then you'll get this little splash screen come up, and then you'll get the 20th Century Fox. Once you have this open, you can go ahead and change the numbers and letters to whatever you want. In order to do that, you need to right click on the one you want to change. So we'll go ahead and start with 20. So we're going to right click on 20. Then from there, you're going to hit Tab, the Tab button on your keyboard. Okay, from there you're going to hit backspace. Okay, and then hit Tab again. Okay, from there what you want to do is go to the and you want to right click on the and then you don't want to delete it right away. Now, I'm not sure if there's a button you got to push to get the letters to move, but what I did, I went over here and I just left click and draw a little line. Sometimes this will pop up and get in your way, but as you can see right there, I did a little line. Then I let go, and then I just moved it, and it let me move it. If you can figure out what button to push to get it to move like that, feel free to do it. Like I said, I'm not an expert at this. Then once I get it right there in the middle, I just left click again. And then from there, just go ahead and hit Tab. And then backspace, and then I put in what I want to put in. Okay, then once I finish typing what I want, I hit Tab again. Now from there I can go ahead and resize it, because as you can see over here, it's real small. So if I want to resize it, I just use the green or the red, and I can make it larger and wider. Okay, now in this circle area right here, I could choose the depth of it. So I just click in the circle area, and as you can see over here, I choose the depth of it. Okay, and if I don't want it that big, I can go ahead and make it smaller by clicking in that little circle again. Now it's kind of sensitive, so it's kind of hard to do sometimes. There we go. There we go. Then after I get the size I want, I just go to the next letters. So I go down here and right click on those letters, and I pretty much do the same thing. And then once I get that, you can do the last one the same. For right now, I'm just going to go ahead and leave it right like that and explain to you about some of the things down here. Now down here, you got different formats here. You got PAL, NTSC, default preview PC, PAL 16:9 if you want to make it, widescreen. A lot of people are saying PC and preview and default are their favorite ones. But if you're a fan of the widescreen, use this one right here. I guess this one. I didn't do that when I did mine originally, but I think if I do mine now, I'll probably would use this one right here. From there, we'll go right here, and I will change this to AVI JPEG. And then right here, I'll click on Do Sequence. And I think that's all you have to change. From here, I don't know why you have to do this, but you click on Animate. Now, this won't take very long. What it will do is pretty much do a quick scan until it gets to 600 frames. And then it'll quit, and then you just X out of that. Okay, now once that's done, this right here, you got to make sure it's all the way back at the beginning. Right now, it's at the end. So, using the arrows on your keyboard, the left arrow will take it back. Now, I'm pushing mine now. I don't see the little lights moving. So, I guess I have to click, maybe right-click somewhere. Let's see if it'll work now. There we go. Yeah, just go over here, anywhere in the empty area, and just right-click. And then start pushing that arrow. You'll see the little lights moving around up there. As you can see right there, lights are moving around. And it takes a minute, but soon you'll see the whole thing move. Okay, once it gets all the way back to the beginning, then you're ready to render it. Now, warning here, when you render it, it's going to take a very long time. Anywhere from 7 hours to a whole day. Now, if the lasts for a couple of days, then something might not be right. But it does take a very long time to do. Well, that's going to be it for this tutorial. Now, if you want to know how to make the cool little watermark like I got over here, I'll have that tutorial. I'll be making that tutorial next. So anyhow, check that video out. Well, that's it for this tutorial. If you want to see more of my tutorials, let's go to my YouTube channel. Comment, rate, subscribe. Thank you. Have a nice day.